Bloom Park, Saturday, 1:12 p.m.
Excuse me, Yukaname Date?
That's right.
And the girl?
She's an important witness for this case.
Yep, yep.
We've got business here.
Oh, okay.
Iris couldn't hold back her excitement and rushed onto the scene. There's a hole in it now from all the years wet. Spent around the merry-go-round. Control room. Yeah, it's a control room.
Is that a phone booth?
No, it's the control room. This is where the staff would run the merry-go-round.
I was joking. But hey, if you sense any trouble, you can hop in there and change.
How old are you, making that reference?
I suspect that she did not give you her real age, knowing what a phone booth is.
A black and white bear? I'm not gonna be punished, am I?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Just thinking about a game I like.
Wait, what? Parasol.
Mr. Date, that horse.
That was stored in the warehouse nearby. Some kids must have broken in and put it up as a joke.
Alright, your hands. What's that? Ferris wheel. So it reminds me of a giant eye staring down. Graphic caution tape. Last night, found music inside the central column. Dude, why was she in there? Look, cop. Investigation go.
It's not looking too great. We searched all over here, but we didn't find nothing.
Policeman. A local cop. There's a bench. I wonder how many couples sat there. Makes me kind of angry for some
I
reason.
would burn all those damn benches if I could.
Where is this anger coming from?
I don't know. Last night I found music here. Horse.
Last night, Shoko's corpse was on top of the horse.
It has been removed. The body has been transported to headquarters for autopsy and review.
Zoom. Enhance. Jogo's corpse was tied up here. Wait a second.
Iba, can you show me the earliest recorded images of the scene of the crime?
What is your intention?
Shoko's cause of death was blood loss from multiple stab wounds with the ice pick. Naturally, there should be plenty of blood.
Agreed.
She was moved.
There isn't a single drop on the horse. And it was like this when we found it.
Correct. There are no signs of blood being wiped or washed off either.
That must mean...
There's no blood on the horse. That must mean... ellipses. Policeman. I looked up. Okay. A metal pole.
I know what you're thinking, Mr. Date. You wanted to see me dance on that pole, huh?
What the hell are you talking about?
A metal pole. Okay, Iris. God dang it. Move it out of the way. Iris is investigating a horse, looking over curiously. You're wasting your time.
Hey, Iris, I don't know what you're trying to accomplish here, but you're wasting your time.
What do you mean?
The cops already scoured the place. They didn't find any leads, not a single clue. If they had, they would have notified Iba.
Iba?
My partner.
Your partner?
She's right in front of your eyes.
Or she's right in front of my eyes. Or... No, she isn't!
Huh?
What are you doing?
I was trying to find some clues.
She's a natural detective, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Date,
Anybody could
was
look
the
for
body on
clues.
top of this horse here?
Yeah, that's the one.
Seems like some kind of ritual murder to me. Maybe a religious
Yes,
cult
a genius
sacrificing her to the
detective.
devil or something.
Prodigy.
They conducted their ritual here. Like shadowy, hooded figures, going around and around, stabbing her one by one.
That's quite an imagination. But, do you have any proof?
If anything, I found some evidence that she wasn't murdered here.
I do.
Well, let's hear it.
What do you think of the ritual murder?
The horses. Horse? Sounds kind of like Horus, right?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You don't know Horus?
The eagle god?
Horus is
Or
the
hawk
Egyptian
god.
god of the sky and sun. The right eye is the eye of Ra, and that's the sun. The left eye is the eye of Wajet, and that one is the moon.
Yeah, you're quite knowledgeable.
It's the same idea behind the eye of Providence.
The Eye of Providence?
The all-seeing eye.
Oh, I see. Just like what's on the back of a $1 bill.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do they care about
The eye
American
of
currency?
Providence is supposed to be the symbol of Freemasonry and the Illuminati. Starting to see the picture?
Not really.
I don't think it's irrelevant.
I remember Ota describing the scene. He said there was an ice pick stabbed into the corpse's left eye socket. Horus? Providence? Left eye? There has to be some kind of meaning to this.
Which eye's the moon?
Wait, what did you just say?
What?
The ice pick was inside the victim's left eye socket?
Yeah?
Ota told you that? He's sure that's what he saw.
Yeah. Why?
When we arrived at the scene, the ice pick was not in the victim's eye socket.
If Ota's telling the truth...
He would have no reason to lie about such a detail.
Why did she remove the pick?
Tsuki?
Have you been here before?
When I was younger, but not since it closed. Kabasaki
How long
is
ago was
restricted,
that?
right? No one's supposed to be here.
This amusement park, Bloom Park, is located at the heart of the Kabasaki district. It was closed 8 years ago.
8 years ago? So she was correct, truthful about her age, that she would have been 10.
The closure was due to an accident at a nearby chemical plant. An explosion caused massive amounts of chemical pollutants to contaminate the area. The government quickly issued evacuation orders. Eventually, the entire district was deemed unsafe for habitation and restricted. Therefore, Bloom Park was permanently closed.
But a restricted area doesn't mean much if there aren't enough officers to patrol it. There's still plenty of ways in. You can even get in by boat. Hell, some people ignore the evac order and are still living here.
Are they okay?
I don't know. But if anything happened to them, it'd be their own fault.
Are we safe?
No, that was 8 years ago. Any pollutants are likely...
We are, yeah. Decontamination for this area is basically done. The chemical concentration around here isn't high enough to hurt you. You could run a marathon here and be okay.
But it's still off limits, right?
Yes, legally. That keeps the media out, at least. I'm glad. It's quieter than it usually is.
Okay, we've exhausted this It seems. We should go.
Oh, come on! Just a little longer.
No. I'm already in enough trouble bringing a civilian in here.
Okay, I guess.
Hey, you alright? Are you okay?
Morning sickness.
What?
I'm kidding. It's not like I would know.
Get on. I'll give you a ride home.
Yeah, score.
Just wondering, but how much do you weigh?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady that?
105 pounds.
I see. 105, huh?
You can tell just by lifting me?
Yeah.
Your back is so warm, Mr. Date.
Beep beep. The steering wheel. Center console. Dash. The dash.
You know, I'm feeling kind of bored.
Seriously?
Glove box.
You know how stuff always gets beat up when you put it in here? Don't you wish they could make these things a little nicer?
You usually don't put fragile things. The rear view mirror.
There's a woman in the back seat!
What? Where?
I'm just screwing with you.
Mr. Date! You're a meanie.
A meanie, huh?
Meanie bobini.
Banana fan of Fofini?
Fee-fi mo-meanie?
Meanie. Can't believe I remember that silly rhyme.
Curious what that was in Japanese. I can see the scenery through the rear view. I hope you can. Gear shift. He's still sitting in the passenger seat. He seems to be doing okay. How are you feeling?
Oh, horrible.
Shame.
Oh, you should worry about me more.
Looks like you're feeling better now.
Maybe I'm just acting.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What if I threw up right here?
I would put it right back where it came from.
That's gross.
Ew, that makes me actually want to throw up.
Iris opened the passenger window.
Wait, seriously?
No, but I am kind of warm.
The current temperature is 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity 60%. It is unlikely that heat will be a factor.
Hey, Date. They say when you stick your hand out of a car going 100, you get a rush like you're holding D cups.
What?
Hey, watch it! You'll get your arm ripped off.
Relax, I'm invincible. My arm regenerates like an alien's.
Didn't you tell me that you're gonna die soon?
It feels strange.
Your hand?
No, not that. It feels like I've met you before.
Well, that's nice. But if you don't get your damn hand back in this car right now...
Okay. The wind feels nice.
Saigon residence, Saturday, 309.
You should come in.
No, that's all right. I'm gonna head home.
Ooh, going home already.
I said my goodbyes and turned to leave. But out of the corner of my eye,
Oh, who is this, Iris?
I felt my body freeze. Because that woman, she's... No, it can't be. I felt like my mind and body were being torn in opposite directions. As I stood there, stunned, I described my hand.
Come on, I'll make some tea.
You're
Nice to meet you. I'm Iris's mother, Hitomi.
Miss Hitomi.
And you are?
Kaname Date from the MPD.
Police? Are you a detective?
No, Mom. Mr. Date said he's...
He's with Abyss. Oops.
Iris?
Oh, right. It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
After an awkward silence, Iris brought us some tea on a tray. She put everything down on the table and sat down on the sofa. Iris and her mother Hitomi are sitting on the sofa. Tea. Steaming hot, and steam is rising from the tea. Low table. A coffee table. Workbooks. There are some elementary workbooks on the table. But looking closely, one of the metal is different. Asagami Sumo Wrestler Directory. Asagami Sumo. There are elementary workbooks and a sumo wrestling almanac on the table. You can see the trees and sky outside.
Flowers.
It's an iris.
An iris.
Flower named after a woman?
I thought those bloom in May.
That's the winter iris. Iris ungicularis. They bloom in the cold.
They bloomed just this morning.
I see.
In the language of flowers, the iris means good news and hope. When I saw the flowers this morning, I just knew something good would happen.
The winter iris. It means good news and hope. Picture. There's a picture on the wall. I wonder if Iris drew this when she was younger. It's for lighting. A ceiling fan is spinning. But Iris didn't like ceiling fans. There's a door in the back of the room. Get your counter. I can't see them from here, but there's probably a sink and stove on the other side. To get your counter. Microwave. A microwave.
Let me know if you're cold. I'll pop you in there and warm you up.
I would suggest putting your heart in there first.
It's a microwave. Refrigerator.
Date, a riddle. How do you put a giraffe in a refrigerator?
What?
Giraffe in a refrigerator.
The solution is this. You open the door, put the giraffe in, and close the door.
Okay, just the simple answer.
What kind of a riddle is that?
Another riddle. How do you put an elephant in the refrigerator?
Oh, you take the giraffe out first?
Isn't it the same answer? Open the door, put it in, close the door.
Incorrect. The giraffe is already
Yeah, I figured.
inside. You must remove the giraffe before you put the elephant inside. That is the solution.
Your riddles could use some work.
It's a fridge. Cupboard. A lot of dishes. Bookshelf. Oh, bookshelf. There are no books on it, but it's definitely a bookshelf. I saw it in the catalog before, so I know. A bookshelf. Standing lamp. Ugh. The lights are off. Basket. Shelves. A wooden shelf. Mysterious object. There's a calendar and a strange object on the shelf. Reminds me of some kind of angel. What is that object? There's a table, a top calendar, and a mysterious object on the shelf. A clock. Shoebox. It's a shoebox. I wonder what they smell like.
You are beyond perverted.
Feet.
Hey, these thoughts are private, okay?
It's a shoebox. It's the front door. Tell me anything else? Ah, plant. I can see a plant in the corner. No insects, unfortunately. Sorry, Iba. Plant. Speaker system. A speaker system. 2 speakers and a console. 2 speakers and a long, thin box. Heh, it's like, you know.
Mr. Date? What are you staring at?
Your sound system.
My sound system. What about it?
I was just admiring it. I wish I had one that big.
Right.
Huh? Mine's not like that. Where'd that glue is? A speaker system. Iris is looking this way. You look chipper.
You think so?
Yeah,
I was just thinking about a hunch I had this morning.
a hunch.
There are flowers blooming behind me, right?
There are, yeah? What about them?
About the flowers. Iris was hinting about the flowers blooming behind her. About the flowers. Iris was hinting about the flowers blooming behind her. Flowers. How long have you been living here?
Since I was born. And Mom was living here before that.
I grew up in this house. I've made a lot of memories here. I've thought about moving before, but I just couldn't bring myself to leave this place.
Why were you considering moving?
Well, because there was... well, I don't know.
Was it murder?
Huh?
You were saying?
Mr. Date, please drink your tea. It's getting cold.
Oh, right.
We haven't even touched our cups.
Well then, let's have a sip.
Are you left-handed?
Oh,
Mom used to be right-handed. But now...
it locked up on me.
Ah, I see.
seem to be doing well now.
Yeah, thanks to you. I feel as tough as a lion. Rawr!
How am I supposed to react to that?
Don't think about it. You'll only hurt yourself.
About the flowers. Tell me. About Renju.
By the way, I heard that you were friends with the president of Lemniscate, Mr. Okiura.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now.
Eitoku High.
You know it?
I know everything on the internet.
Do you know Renju's ex-wife?
Yes, I do. But I only met her twice. Once at Renju's wedding, and then again just a few months ago. Why do you ask?
No reason.
May I ask how old you are?
I'm 37.
And Miss Iris here is 18?
Yup.
You were very young when you had her.
Yes, just 19 years old.
What about your husband?
I don't have one.
Divorce?
Person never
Mr.
married.
Dante, please.
It's all right, Iris. I've never been married.
A single mother.
Yes,
Where do you work?
I'm a teacher at the local elementary school.
Oh, okay.
A teacher. Must be a tough job.
Oh, not for me. I love children. Even the struggles and challenges are quite rewarding for me.
Who likes sumo? Goodbye.
Well, I think it's time for me to be heading home.
A student headed for the door. Harrison Hitomi stood politely.
Mr. Dante, we'll see each other again, right?
You sure you want that? I'm a cop after all. If you ever see me again, it probably won't be under the best of circumstances.
Oh,
But because you're Mizuki's friend, yeah, we might see each other again. She is kind of like my roommate after all.
what?
Anyway, be seeing you. Excuse me. Well, I should head home.
All right, take care, Date.
Date, let's go over the facts of the case.
Good idea.
Wait. Where's my eye? Where's Aiba? Is she in the steering wheel? Apparently she is. Myself. Allow me to introduce myself.
Hi, my name is Kaname Date. Nice to meet you. What? Date? I have the same name. What a coincidence.
Perhaps he's had too much medication.
Don't push yourself, Date. No, I'm fine, Date.
You do not appear to be fine.
Hey, me. Want to play a game? Sure, let's play I Spy. I spy something round. My eyeball. Correct. I win.
I will terminate you.
I presume she's driving the car. That's me. It's unsettling to see myself with the naked eye. Does it somehow neurally linked? I suppose it's not the naked eye. Left eye, Aiba is outside the socket, walking around. Or just in the steering wheel. But whatever eyeball sees is sent to me, sent to the optic nerve in my left eye socket. Her body and the terminal in the back of my eye socket connected wirelessly. I figured. Rearview mirror.
A crazy grandma with a knife is running straight for us.
Mm-hmm.
You see what's entering the box.
Do you hide your risque reading material in there, Date?
Not at all. Why would I hide them there?
Dashboard.
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 iPad is fitted in the center of the wheel. The center console. Figures. Alright. iPad is charging right. Oh, just charging. Charging right now. She doesn't have a built-in generator. That means I have to charge her sometimes. Let's see the timeline of events.
Iba, can you give me a timeline of the events of the crime?
At once.
I wonder who sent that Nile message to Mizuki.
Probably the culprit themselves.
But Mizuki wouldn't obey the instructions of a complete stranger.
Then Mizuki knew the sender.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or the suspect used her friend's phone.
Iba, can you hack into the phone and find out who sent the Nile message?
Nile's security protocols are intricate. It will take time to decipher.
About Shoko's corpse.
The estimated time of death is yesterday, Friday, around 5 p.m. The cause of death is blood loss from multiple stab wounds to the torso. The weapon used to commit the murder is almost certainly the ice pick Mizuki was holding when we discovered her. There were no fingerprints, hair, or other clues left behind by the culprit.
About Shoko's corpse.
The corpse was found tied up on one of the horses of the merry-go-round. This makes it clear that the killer had no intention of hiding their crime. Rather, it appears as though it was displayed deliberately.
Our perp wants the limelight.
Or is attempting to send some kind of message. The corpse was found with her left eye removed. That eyeball has yet to be found. According to Iris's testimony, when Ota first discovered the body, the ice pick was still lodged in the left eye socket.
So why did Mizuki have the ice pick? Could she have taken the eye?
About the bloodstains.
When we arrived on the scene, there was no blood on the horse the body was mounted upon.
Which means the merry-go-round wasn't the murder scene. Shoko was killed somewhere else, and then brought there to be displayed. That means Mizuki couldn't have done it. She's 12. She can't move a body or drive a car.
Were you considering her a suspect?
That's part of the job. If there's even the slightest possibility.
Then this is good news. It means the likelihood of Mizuki being the killer is almost zero.
I knew that from the start. She would never put her hands on her own mother.
Yeah, you still have to consider evidence.
She doesn't have what it takes to commit murder.
Why was music inside the column?
Perhaps she was playing hide and seek.
Hide and seek?
It was not a serious suggestion. I was merely joking, as you call it.
Anything on your mind?
Yes, as a matter of fact. I checked the surveillance cameras around Bloom Park again, and I noticed something strange.
Something strange?
There were no cars. Yesterday, in the parking lot and the streets in the vicinity, there was not a single vehicle.
Are you sure?
I am.
Then, how did the suspect move the corpse?
I have no idea.
Welcome back. I brought her here after her examination was over.
Asuki. Has she said anything?
No, still can't talk.
Was it okay for you to bring her here?
I got permission from the hospital. Apparently, the hospital director has been poking a few of the nurses. So I asked him about that, and all of a sudden he seemed very open to the idea.
That's not permission, it's blackmail.
Same thing. You know what you need to do now, right? Sync with her.
Alright, I think I'll end that there. There's a bunch of new stuff. And items are clear. More than 1 second remaining. You can view photos you've collected anytime. Collect them all. I'll look at that stuff later. Here, flowchart. Ah. Let's alright, okay. Let's check that out. Alright, let's save. Save file. Alright, that's the end of that one section. As anybody that's been watching so far, I'm going to be breaking this up into chunks, preferably about a half hour, close to that each, so it's nice digestible bits. So let's try find another session. If any of you have been watching me, I used to have co-commentators. Just trying to do this on my own for now, just to actually get something out. But if I can find anybody that wants to join me on this co-commentate, I'll try to bring them in. Alright, so this is Shichi Nobushi. That's all for now. Bye.